Welcome to Streaming Deluxe. My name is Mr. Unch and welcome to a new video. So today I talk about Nanotale, the Typing Chronicles, which is, in my opinion, a very beautiful and a game that makes a lot of fun, especially if you have a nice keyboard. So yeah, it's a typing game. It's written on the Steam store page that something is wrong with the heart of magic. Play a young archivist venturing out into a dying world, cataloging its mysteries and its wonders to unearth the truth. Nanotale is the new adventure from the Typing Chronicles franchise and the spiritual successor to the acclaimed Epistory. So if you haven't played Epistory yet, so you can very often get it for free. For example, you could get it for free on the Origin launcher, or you could get it for free recently. I think it was on Twitch with Amazon Prime. So then, yeah, more or less you know where the story is going. So in my personal opinion, it's better than Epistory. Not only the music, the sound, the graphics is better, but especially the way how the typing works. The way how the typing works is better. It's more fluid, and it's just in general the way how you how you move around in this game. So release date was the 23rd October 2019, so it's already 6 months old, so half a year. I got a copy for review purposes, so thank you here at this to the developers. So developers are Fishing Cactus, Plugin Digital, and on the second name 2B Game, I think. And the game is still in early access. This is maybe important to also to mention. And it costs around about $15 on Steam. And also it has all over reviews are very positive on Steam. So out of 143, they are very positive. And a Metacritic, I can't see a Metacritic yet on the Steam store page, so sorry for this. But also Eurogamer, for example, is giving it a review and saying EGX released 2019, the best games for this year's show. Nanotale is perhaps best quickly described as magic meets Typing of the Dead. Yeah, Typing of the Dead, that's actually it's good to mention this. Typing of the Dead is one of the best typing games out there. So they took the classical House of Dead arcade light gun shooter and made a typing game out of it. So I very much enjoyed it. So it was actually really good. Yeah, what is a typing game? So I mean, you see now here the gameplay footage on the screen. A typing game is a game where you have to type words, terms into your keyboard in order to destroy the enemy. So it can be very simple in the fact that you just type a name and then something is progressing in the game, or it can be a little bit more difficult, like for example now in Nanotale, where for example you can mix, pull, push, ray and large, some magic. That's very funny. So I mean, not only funny, it's actually amazing how they managed to have this sort of special gameplay. So you have some special attacks actually in a typing game, so that's very cool. So you only play it on the keyboard, you don't play it with the mouse, and you're controlling it also then with the I control it now with the ESDF, so I don't control it with the WASD, what I would more normally control. That's actually also a funny part, so you can change here the way how you want to control the character. Very well made. And the music, the sound, audio, as I said already, it's very good in this game. I also wanna say something critical about this. Of course, I mean, it's what was maybe critical. It's a bit difficult actually. If you're not a super fast typer, then it might be a little bit difficult. And it's also, the puzzles are not very clear always. In my personal opinion, I think they could be a little bit more clear, the puzzles, than that, just simply to better understand what's actually what's actually going on. So I saw myself sometimes walking around and did not even know where to go next. So this could be actually a bit more clear. So game is still in early access, so I think the developers could implement some markups that makes it more clear where to go next, and the map is also then not so very helpful for this. But besides of this, I don't really have any issue with this game. So overall it's just very enjoyable, and I played on a Corsair, what's the number, I think a K95, so a mechanical keyboard. And actually since I got this mechanical keyboard, I was looking so much forward to a new great typing game. And if you got a new keyboard, get yourself a new typing game. It's just amazing how it plays. Maybe also another point that might be important to be mentioned is that it's the best you play it actually in the language in which you normally type. So I type in several different languages, so for me it's not especially a problem to type now here in English. But for example, I would type better in German, since I was learning to type in German. Also, I type in French and some other languages. But yeah, choose the language that you're the best in and to type. Then it's actually making this game much more easier than it is. So and then also try to think a little bit about the puzzle. So I mean, that's always otherwise you just run around and you don't really know what's going on. So yeah, besides of this, so what else can we say? Another review, professional review, VG247 writes, the developers have actually tackled this genre before in Epistory, but something about Nanotale Typing Chronicles particularly grabbed me. So, and Hardcore Gamer says, Nanotale Typing Chronicles is easily one of the year's most intriguing concepts when it comes to the link between the player put before the screen and the action that unravels on it. Okay, yeah. Sometimes journalists write a lot, but it doesn't make so much sense. So therefore we let's say freestyle independent YouTubers, it's sometimes a bit easy. Yeah, you can also get an Epistory demo on can download Epistory free demo on Steam. So if you want to check it out, what the typing game is, if you haven't ever played a typing game, maybe this might be good. Yeah, so a lot of very positive reviews. But let's pick a negative review on Steam out, maybe that's more interesting. So Gift Girl writes, gives a thumbs down. She writes, game's not ready for early access. The game has several serious bugs, and my entire first playthrough is unfinishable due to a boss battle bug. I spent several hours lost or trying to work out what on earth the developer expected the players to do due to a total lack of visual clues in the early stages of the game and frankly confusing layout. Yeah, that's something that I also was critical about. Several features simply do not exist or don't work properly, and there seems, although I can't be sure due to the boss fight bug, to be very little actual content for early access. I haven't finished this game yet, so I admit this. So I'm like, I think 2 hours in the game, so I can't really say how long the game actually is. So I would expect an early access game to be at least 50% playable. It seems to be less than 25%. So review was posted on the 25th of March. Okay, yeah, I mean, valid point, so why not? Well, giving it a thumbs down. If this is your opinion, of course, then give it a thumbs down. Then we have Omu writes, if you haven't played Epistory, go for it before trying Nanotale. Epistory is great. Then you probably want to support the developers by buying Nanotale in early access. There's no point in judging the quality of Epistory by the current status of Nanotale. Then Taya Grace writes, if you don't have patience to explore a rough draft of the game, please wait for it to be released. That being said, if you enjoy working through restarts and being part of the process, then snap, this game is up. The developers are super involved, they respond quickly, ironing out a lot of the bugs that are being uncovered. So yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the most important element to say. It's still in early access, so the overall gameplay is great, but we well, they have to work a little bit on some bugs. I haven't encountered too many bugs in my 2 hours, but it's definitely true that it's sometimes not really clear what to do next, so the developers can definitely work on this part. But I would say for €15, $15, this is definitely, in my personal opinion, a game that you can purchase without any further reflections. Of course, only in the case that you are up to a typing game, that you're up to play a game by typing words. I mean, that's what you do, you type words. If this is something you think that you can get happy with, then I would say Nanotale is one of the best typing games out there at the moment. So that's very important. So yeah, you don't need a controller. You can't play it with the controller, and you don't play it in VR. Ha ha ha, little joke. Besides of this, so you play it with a good keyboard. So make sure that you have a keyboard that you enjoy, that you like, and that is fully functioning. Otherwise, of course, Nanotale is not that much fun, since you have to type a lot. But it's a great game. Check it out. So from my side, it's a thumbs up for this game. So I really much like it. So recommend it. Thank you very much for watching. See you.